My father tried to donate my college fund to his spiritual teacher because he found enlightenment, but he was not able to predict what I was about to do. 2 months ago, my dad started attending something called the Eternal Light Fellowship, which meets above a defunct nail salon. A man named Brother Douglas runs it, claiming he died for 11 minutes and came back with messages from the universe. Dad came home from his first meeting talking about energy frequencies and dimensional shifts. Mom and I figured it was just another midlife crisis phase, like when he bought that motorcycle he never learned to ride. But then he started going every night, stopped eating meat, threw out all our electronics because they interfered with his vibrations. Within 3 weeks, he'd given Brother Douglas our emergency savings for a spot in the inner circle. Mom tried talking sense into him, but he said she was trapped in lower consciousness and couldn't understand his awakening. She took my younger sister and moved to her mother's house. Dad didn't even notice they left. He was too busy memorizing Douglas's teachings about the coming convergence when chosen souls would ascend to the next realm. He quit his job at the insurance company because money was a construct of the enslaved mind, started selling our furniture to pay for private sessions with Douglas. The house got emptier every day. He sold Mom's jewelry while she was gone, said material attachments were blocking his spiritual growth. Last week he told me I needed to attend a youth awakening session. Said Brother Douglas specifically asked about me, that young souls were especially valuable to the movement. I refused. Dad got this look I'd never seen before, completely blank, like I wasn't even his daughter anymore. He said if I didn't come willingly, I was choosing to stay behind when the convergence happened. Thursday night, he drove me to the center claiming we were getting groceries. Instead, he pulled into that strip mall, locked the car doors, said we weren't leaving until I met Brother Douglas. The place reeked of incense and mold. About 30 people sitting on cushions, all staring at nothing with these empty smiles. Douglas was just this regular-looking guy in his 50s, soft belly, thinning hair, wearing regular clothes, not even robes or anything spiritual. But the way everyone hung on his words was terrifying. He talked directly to me for 20 minutes about my pure energy, how special I was, how the universe had plans for me. Dad nodded along to everything like a broken puppet. Douglas mentioned they were building a sanctuary compound upstate where the chosen would live together, prepare for the convergence. They needed more funding though. Young members who contributed their futures were especially blessed. That's when he brought up my college fund, knew the exact amount down to the cent. Dad must have told him everything. I said I needed to use the bathroom. Douglas smiled, said of course, that the divine works on its own timeline. The bathroom had a window that opened to the alley. I climbed out, called Mom from a gas station payphone, told her Dad was trying to give away my college money. She drove over with her brother Kevin, who's a cop. When they got there, Dad was standing in the parking lot with Douglas and 5 other members, blocking my mom from entering. Kevin called for backup, said there was a situation involving a minor. That's when things got interesting. Turns out Douglas isn't even his real name. He's Walter Simmons, wanted in 3 states for fraud, running the same enlightenment scam everywhere. The compound upstate didn't exist. The convergence was scheduled for whenever he'd collected enough money to disappear. The police arrested him right there in the parking lot while his followers watched their ascending master get handcuffed. Dad stood there shaking as they read Walter his rights, listing all his previous victims, all the other desperate people he'd convinced to hand over their life savings for enlightenment that was never coming. The other members scattered fast once the police cars showed up. Dad tried to grab my arm, saying this was a test from the universe, that Brother Douglas would return stronger. Kevin stepped between us, told Dad he could either leave quietly or explain to the police why he'd brought his minor daughter to meet a known con artist. Dad left, sent me texts all night about how I'd destroyed his spiritual journey, how I'd regret choosing the material world over transcendence. Mom's lawyer got an emergency order freezing my college fund before Dad could access it. He's living in his car now, parked outside different spiritual centers, looking for another Douglas to follow. Still sends me links to enlightenment websites, says he's praying for my soul to awaken. I'm using my college fund exactly as planned, studying accounting.